feel that nasty pinch in your shoulder when you go to lift your arms up toward the ceiling? And this is what we call a shoulder impingement. And I've been there, so I know it's not a fun feeling. Stay tuned for today's coaching because I'm going to show you the simplest, most effective way to clean up this shoulder problem in no time. And real quick, if you want the full system for relieving pain and increasing flexibility in your shoulders, be sure to check out my Healthy Shoulders 10-day challenge where I show you exactly what to do and when so you can finally say bye-bye to shoulder pain. Okay guys, let's get ready to get moving. What's up guys, Coach Matt here, and as a former meathead turned mobility guy, I'm on a mission to help anyone who enjoys being active move freely without the fear, aches, pains, or tightness holding them back. And today I'm going to show you an awesome mobility exercise that will help you get rid of that shoulder impingement. Now I like to think of shoulder impingement as a lack of space problem. So every shoulder joint is designed to flex, extend, abduct, adduct, and most importantly, internally and externally rotate. But if you stop moving in any of these ways, tighter, thicker, and less elastic tissue builds up inside the shoulder capsule, decreasing the space needed for your shoulder to move around it, and this causes that impingement. So how do we create more space? We start by improving our internal rotation of the shoulder, which is the most effective way to bring life back to the tissue, blast through those roadblocks, and relieve that pain. So to set up for this, we're going to actually perform the stretch in a seated position like I am right now. But if you have a mirror around, it kind of helps as well because you want to see what your shoulder is kind of currently doing. So a lot of times when we do any kind of internal rotation, the shoulder and the scapula want to rise up to kind of make up for it. So you just got to make sure you're aware of that. So once you maybe the first time you watch this video, maybe the second time you go through this, have like a mirror in front of you. That way you can see where you're at. Now before we get started, I have to super stress this. You have to keep your intensity low. Our shoulders, though they have a ton of movement potential, they're kind of a fragile thing compared to our hip. Like look at the size of your hip compared to your shoulder. You can kind of get a little aggressive with your hip and there's not any repercussions. But with the shoulder, you got to be a little bit more gentle. So for all of our intensity, we're going to stay at like a 30% of what you're capable of. And even if that's painful, then we'll turn it down to like 20% or we'll adjust your range. And don't worry, I'm going to go over all of that. So we're going to do this for today for the right arm. You would just do the same exact thing for your left arm as well. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to go first, put our shoulder in a position of internal rotation, and we're going to hold that stretch for 2 minutes. So what that's going to look like is you're going to take your elbow and put it right in front of your shoulder, pull your shoulder blade down and back. So we have this nice gap here. And then you're going to take your other hand, put it on your elbow like this. So I got a good grip with my left fingers, and then I'm going to use my left forearm to rotate my right wrist down. Now if you feel some nastiness in your shoulder, you got to back off and maybe be here. And this is where you would just hang out for 2 minutes. Otherwise, you want to go down and find that nice stretch. So we're in this position. Now what should the stretch feel like? It should feel like you're getting a pull across from the back all the way across the entire rotator cuff, the shoulder capsule. So we're going to set our timer for 2 minutes. So we're going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. Now the hardest part about this is your arms are going to get tired because you're holding your arms up for 2 minutes, which is duh, right? However, the reason why we choose 2 minutes is because science has shown us through research that if you hold the stretch for 2 minutes passively, which is what we're kind of doing right now, that we get a temporary increase in range of motion. So you're going to start to feel this wrist start to drop as time passes, which is awesome, right? However, it's temporary unless we go do some isometrics, which is going to strengthen that new range of motion. Then we get to keep a little bit of it, because if we don't do that strengthening part, within about an hour to 90 minutes, all this new range of motion is going to go away. And that kind of sucks, right? We worked for it, let's make sure we keep it. And that's how we start to blast through it. Because if this gets better, all the other aspects of my shoulder get better. So once rotation's better, I have more space, then I can go hit that overhead position way easier. All right, so we're at 1 minute. I'm going to go over the isometrics, so don't move yet. We're just listening right now. So the first one, we're going to activate the tissue that's at length. So this stuff here. You're going to drive this bone like that up into your left forearm. Super easy, like 30% for 10 seconds. And then we're going to relax. And then you're going to take your other finger and put it underneath, and now you're going to drive it down. So the first one we drive up, second round we drive down. You have to work both sides of the joint. That's really the key here. All right, we got 30 more seconds. Whose shoulder's tired, right? What you don't want to see right now, where's your shoulder at? Pull him down and back. You want to feel that scapula nice and tight. So we're just sinking into it, nice and stretched. But notice, you can do this anywhere, right? Like you can do this at your office, especially the more inputs you can give your shoulder, the better, right? All right, we got 5 seconds, so let's get ready. So we're locked in, sit up nice and tall, shoulders down and back. You're in that end range of the stretch. 30%, drive your right wrist bone up into your left forearm. Ooh, we feel what's being stretched, being contracted now. Go easy, 10. Now, if it's painful, you gotta come up a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax, and you should be able to get a little deeper in the stretch. Now, take your fingers, put it underneath, drive your right wrist down into your fingers. Keep your elbow and shoulder still. Go, 10. Now you feel it down here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go back. Find that original stretch. Ooh, we got a little bit more, right? It's pretty cool. However, we're going to do another round though. So we're going to sit here for about another 20 seconds, and then we'll do one more round. Sink a little bit deeper. Remember guys, you can't have pain, so if you feel pain here, you would just do it from this position instead of down here. Here we go, last round. Sit up tall, make sure you're solid, drive your right wrist up into your left forearm. Begin, 10, 9, 30%, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Hook the fingers underneath, drive that right wrist down. Make sure your shoulder is down, your scap is down. 10, 9, elbows stay still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Go back into that stretch. So when you guys go to come out of this, your shoulder is going to feel super raw. It's okay, it's totally normal. We just have to come out of it slowly. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do some shoulder rotation. So go ahead and let your arm go. Let your arm start to come down. And we're going to hold out here in front of us. So I like to kind of think of these as like hitting the save button. So we get to keep all that work because we've improved our rotation. So now we're going to go utilize that rotation. So set your scap. From this position, what I want to see now is look at your elbow bone right here. This is what's got to move because if he turns, that comes from my shoulder. And then when he turns back out, that comes from my shoulder. However, if I turn my hand over, that's not my shoulder. That's my wrist and my elbow doing the work. I hope that makes sense. You got to make that bone move. So make a fist, turn them in, turn them out. Now, see if you feel the tissues that we use, right? So when you roll in, that's when you were driving your wrist down. When you roll your wrist out, that's when you were driving up. This is just a super easy drill, right? You can do this anytime, anywhere. So we're just going to do 10 of these, and it just kind of brings that shoulder back to life. You can do it over here as well. You can do it anywhere you put your shoulder, but I don't want to see my scap come to the party, right? I want to keep him down. So I'm moving my shoulder independently of everything else, and that's really where the magic starts to happen. It's super, super crucial. All right, so you can perform this sequence 3 times per week, just keeping that duration down, just like we did during this coaching. Now, one more thing that's super important to mention here is don't get carried away with your intensity on these. Like I said earlier, we have a tendency to always want to crank on our joints to get the biggest, most painful stretch, and that's simply not necessary. Keep the volume down and you'll get where you want to go much faster. Now, if you found today's coaching helpful and want the full system to relieve shoulder impingement and keep it from coming back, then I definitely recommend checking out the Healthy Shoulders 10-Day Challenge, where you get step-by-step instruction on how to take control of your self-care for good. It's in the link below, so check it out. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you guys next time.